Alekon is a photography game with weird creatures, puzzles, and mini games. A completely non-violent game about photographing creatures? Sign me up! It's just like Pokemon Snap, right? Well, no. Alekon definitely takes ideas from Snap, but applies them a little bit differently, with weird talking creatures that have their own requests, even going as far as adding free roaming, which completely changes the game. It's pretty cool. Let's begin with Alekon's story. No surprises here, it's strange. Your character shows up and there's immediate talk of a prophecy. You're the savior and this world has been waiting for you. You're given a camera and told to take photos to restore creativity throughout the realm of fiction. Not just any photos, but photos of interesting creatures called fictions. How can you deny helping? So away we go. Alekon starts by putting you on rails in a safari-like experience, taking photos of the fictions. Your goal is to catch the different poses of the fiction and get a generally excellent photo of them, where angle, size, and other similar aspects play into the score. The photos are saved to a book where you can go back to view them later or to be replaced with a higher scoring photo. This is extremely similar to Pokemon Snap. This means it's a great game loop already tested in another great game. But where Alekon departs from what you would expect is on several new mechanics. First, when you snap your first photo of a fiction, they're added to the hub world. You can chat with them to receive a simple quest for a little more creativity. Second, you can break free of your chains and free roam around each level to get the perfect photo. But this is only after reaching a certain amount of creativity or score there. Those are the two biggest features, but Alekon gives the player even more ways to interact with the world. For example, there's a magnetic power to move rocks around to different positions. Also, there are puzzles to solve in the photo-taking area, like lighting lanterns, but you can only do so with something that travels in a straight line but goes through walls. It's interesting. So there are even more unique aspects to Alekon besides taking photos. That said, the photography portion of Alekon is great and absolutely my favorite mechanic. Being on rails at the start is fine, and I've come to expect it. It's a good way to be introduced to a level. There's a lot of the same tools too, from throwing donuts at the fiction to zooming your camera. They're given quickly as well, which I appreciate. It's not a surprise, so why not give them to the player right away? They work exactly the same as you expect. Hitting a creature with a donut will get one reaction, versus throwing it close to them so they eat it. However, once you can move wherever you want, you'll never want to go back. It's so much better than going through the same path a million times, trying to get the best photo possible to maximize your score. That was fine until now. Thanks for this breakthrough in walking technology. I don't have to replay a level to get the perfect shot on the final creature. It does make Alekon a little easier than the other games, but that's not so bad. I found myself being more creative in my photos. It's a nice change of pace and opens the door to those other new mechanics or abilities the player can use throughout at their own pace. Trying to move rocks would be impossible on rails. The other new major mechanic, quests, is fine. It's a very simple mini-games given to you by the Figments. You must complete them for more creativity. For example, donuts tossing onto poles. Another example is playing a minigame to the rhythm of the music. You have to press the correct button when the note crosses the line, kind of like Guitar Hero or DJ Max. For me, these minigames are far too easy and barely add anything to the game. Trying to throw donuts onto a spike seems like a distraction more than anything else. It is nice to learn about the Figment since they are so silly. Still, time is better spent taking photos. This leads to how easy the game is overall. I never breezed through something so quickly. I wasn't looking for a challenge, but the photo rating system even seems pretty lenient. There are a few mechanics which makes it even quicker to get to the photo you're looking for. They really push to make it easy to get the photos. It's polite, they tell you when you've captured a fiction in a new pose or if the photo is an improvement right away. And the system after for grading the photos doesn't waste any of your time. The developers must really care about giving the player all the information. I can appreciate this different take. Instead of making it about trying to overcome the game, you're instead working with the game to explore. The difference to other games such as Pokemon Snap or Penko Park isn't subtle. It's much more relaxed, and it's a removal of the gamification of photography or punishing aspects of other games. I use the term punishing very lightly here, but it's true. Where you might need to run a level over and over and over and over and over, in Alekon you won't have to do that. So much more relaxing, and I'm into that right now. Overall, Alekon is fun and a strong entry into this photography genre. Or is this a first-person shooter? Gotcha. I don't know. We need a new category for these types of games. I was looking for something a little more casual right now. While the theme is odd, actually, you know what? The whole game is weird. And that's what makes it stand out, and it's so much better for it. There's a unique game here, and if you want to snap some photos, you should play it. Wow. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you want more, I'm sure I've placed some links on the screen. Thanks for subscribing.